All right, now we're gonna be coming in with Cynic on the Nurse Killer, and it will be Angels, the crank star Leah from the last game, who actually was able to get a really good DH off. And they do have the win con of a 1K 7 stage, so that's actually a really good that's actually really good for them. But should somehow they'll be able to pull off a 1K 5, that will be very impressive. But you will have to see how that will turn out in these coming moments as we are loading into the match at this very moment. But I do want to talk about one thing real quick, is that these 3 sets are probably the most commonly played sets in all comp DVD. But we will be loading in right now, and we will be spectating Angels on the Nurse with a little bit more for conventional, but also a build I don't think a lot of people ever expect for people to run these days, but that will be that Thrilling Tremors, Pop Goes Weasel, and Agitation. A really nice combo together, as it will allow us to know what gens are being worked on and what gens we probably should be popping. But we will have Angels going to the top side, make sure we can find any survivors right then and there, and we'll not quite find anyone just yet, as we will kind of be still looking around and not quite finding anybody. And Angels doing his due diligence to make sure that, or doing their due diligence to make sure that we do we can't spot someone out of position maybe, but trying to beat down the basement, make sure we can find a survivor stealthing there. And I think we saw an arm for a second, but I don't think that will be the case. Actually, I'm curious. Ooh, all these survivors are doing a really good job with stealthing. We do have 2 survivors doubled up on that mid-gen, and it looks like we will have Angels going to check the mid-gen after blinking on top of the car somehow. That would be our first survivor being spotted. That will be Dreadful, our nurse from last game on the criminal Adam fit. We will be seeing how long Dreadful will be able to last in this chase, as Angels is a pretty competent nurse player and one with a lot of experience, and that will be the 2-tap onto Dreadful DPD. And you'll likely see this hook coming into the Thrilling Tremors probably giving us a lot of good information. Yep, Thrilling Tremors will be giving us a lot of really good information. That will be that mid-gen popping in front of Angel's face, but we are already in such a great position compared to last game. However, that will be the immediate unhook under Dreadful, which means this could be a deliverance play coming in very later on in the trial, and we'll have Angels committing to Dreadful for this tunnel out. And that will be Dreadful getting spotted in the edge map and going down once again, as we'll likely be committing for this tunnel out, and that will be the second stage being forced. This early in the trial, and that win count of 1K5 is starting to look really hard and really tight right now. We will have Angels opting to. Can I fix this bug real quick? I sure can. Awesome. Okay. Also, if you hear my dog in the background, I'm sorry, but we will have Angels opting to secure this kill and make sure that we need to secure, I think, maybe 4 more stages to make sure that we will be able to secure this win con for Cynic, and that will be Not Bread from Flickland being spotted already, and Lucky already trying to come in. They're gonna try to commit for this double save, and honestly, this is a really risky decision, especially considering this will end up being a trade. And not on the FTP? Hello? As we will be using the FTP on the Dreadful, make sure this tunnel doesn't happen. However, the problem is there's only 1 survivor that can actually work on anything right now. Never mind, that will be the unbreakable play for Lucky So maybe this was a little bit more calculated, and we will be seeing the pickup on the Not Bread as well, while Dreadful will be committed to for this tunnel out. It's on Angel to buy as much time as it's on Dreadful to buy as much time as possible, and Dreadful will be taking our nurse all the way to the top side of the map. And I do believe that during January, we will know that there is an active gen being worked on at 10, and we will be going over there to make sure that we can apply that pop goes the weasel. Right now, we will be spotting Grandma's Badussy on the lorry, being able to dodge, dodge a hit. And oh god, that was tasty. We love those hits. Will be our lorry taking a pretty tasteful hit, and that will likely be the down, as well as Angels will end up being able to catch Grandma's before she can hit the entirety of the edge map. The agitation will be able to provide a little bit of value for us as we will be able to carry our lorry to a hook closer to this gen that has a lot of progress, and will end up getting that priority pop goes the weasel applied to it. However, the only thing that our survivors can do at this point is actually, no, I can't even say that because there's only 2 standing right now. We can possibly pop 2 bottom gens, and hopefully one will be stealthed and complete the 10 gen before going for the save onto Grandma's. But that will be Not Bread spotted on one of our bottom gens, and this could end up spelling a 4K at 3, if not 2 gens remaining. But we will see the save on the Grandma's coming off in the distance, and it will be close to that gen that was pretty close on progress. We doubled that up, and this could end up being a 4K2, if not a 4K1. Unless Not Bread's able to juice up and save this team and be able to possibly secure the win con of a 1K5, but they'd have to play this endgame extremely well. Never mind, I say this, but this will be the win con for Vale, as we will be hitting that 5th stage and the 1K already coming in. That pop goes weasel coming in. It will allow us to pop that gen that did have a lot of progress, but we do still have our bottom side 3 gen, and this is actually gonna be really problematic for our survivors, for Vale, especially considering Angels only has to hold this side of the map now. He's not really worried about the top side, as there's only 2 gens compared to the 3 gens he has. Oh, you're crazy. But right now, we will have Angels kind of tactically patrolling the area to make sure that no survivors are going to be able to cross safely. And right now, we will have 1 gen actually really close to completion. And that will be that 10 gen popping from earlier that we saw. However, both survivors will be spotted in one area, and this is not good for the side of Vale, as Lucky will be spotted and tagged. And that will be Not Bread hitting that 2nd stage. Also, my bad, I completely forgot to switch back to killer POV. But we will end up getting the save onto Not Bread, as that will be the Tycon met for the side of Cynic, and that will be, and this will end up actually meeting the win con for the side of Cynic, which means they will be taking this first round. That will be a really, really nice, I don't know if that was DH or off the record, but that would be a nice endurance hit for Not Bread to be able to make some distance into the edge of the map, but I don't know if that's going to matter, as we will have Angels spotting Notbread, and that will be the down in the edge map, which means what, last man standing. The only one left is the one that is injured, and that will be Lucky on the Ada, one of the quietest survivors in the game. But that will be the save on the Grandma's Medici off in the distance, and that will give us the information that we need, telling us that Lucky is indeed over there with Grandma's. And due to us not seeing anyone crossing right now, we can only assume that both survivors will be stealthing somewhere towards the edges of the map, to make sure that they don't get spotted easily. Now I want to see what. Ooh, our survivors are actually resetting up topside. Grandma's Medici will be back on this gen at 4. Right now, that will be Lucky King spotted, and we will end up getting the down. And you know what? While we did end up meeting the win con, we are just going to play this out and put on a show for the rest of this trial. This will be fresh unlucky, and we can only assume that our survivors will be working on this gen at oh lordy. We will be getting a really nasty hit on the Grandma's, and that will be the, but never mind, before we get the pop goes the weasel, we will end up getting that blast mine, blinding our killer and stunning her for, I believe, 3 or 5 seconds or something like that. I don't remember, but we will be securing this, I believe, death hook onto Grandma's, and that will be the 4th gen popping off in the distance. And this still actually means that our 3rd gen is secure, so they're on bottom side. So this is gonna be a little bit depressing for the Survivor Squad coming into this end game, and that will be a death on the Grandma's, forcing a 2v1. And honestly, the Survivor Squad, good luck coming back from this, because this is it is not a comfortable situation for anybody. I don't know what to tell you. Our survivors would have the most juicer chase on the planet to be able to get out this game, let alone complete the last gen. Right now, we will have Angels opting to look for where our survivors could be stealthing at this moment, and both of them having a little bit of a crouching party over by Fun Bus. It looks like Angels will be heading to the Fun Bus, and looks like we're not gonna end up spotting where they are, even though you are right on their tail, Angels. I don't think you understand. Oh my god. Spectator curse, knowing what they don't know. And we will be searching through these lockers to make sure that we can possibly just get a pull on any survivors, as at this point it's gonna come down to a hatch escape. Right now, we are going to have Angels kind of just... This is going to go on forever, so if you want to get some popcorn, go ahead and get it. I have my popcorn with me, but that will be Notbread being spotted on the edge of the map. And right now, we will be taking this chase, and hopefully Notbread will be able to buy some time to at least get buy Lucky some distance. But that will be Lucky running off and showing off their scratch marks, as we will end up spotting where they are going to this, not even going to edge map at this point. We're just going to go mid map, try to make sure we can play any line of sight blockers, but that will be a tag on the Lucky. It's like we will be doing some of those M1 mind games on the nurse. Oh my god, Angels, you are demonic with it. No, we are. Oh, we are dead ass. Oh, we are dead ass M1 chasing this with nurse. I am screaming. What am I witnessing? Oh, hell nah. Angels! Angels! No! Don't do it! Don't drop the pallet! Oh my god, what am I watching, bro? We actually break pallet. Oh no, we're really running it down mid right now. I'm screaming, not this. Okay, now we use our blinks to get to this hill. Make sure that this hill gen is not being worked on while we are doing a little bit of trolling. Oh, and that will be the nice down onto not bread. A really good blink from Angels. It looks like we will be taking this agitation. And are we gonna hook closer to Shack? We should be, right? We should, right? No, we're actually gonna hook our Zarina mid. And possibly use our blinks to be able to get to Shack and close this hatch. And I believe this will be the death on the, and it is the death on the not bread actually. Ooh, and the sprint burst play coming out, but Lucky not buying any distance with it. As a matter of fact, we will end up seeing the down, probably, maybe, yes. We're not seeing the down, but the hatch escape coming in. Lucky will be able to crawl out, and that will be the 3K10, I think. 3K10? 3K10? Yeah? Yes, 3K10. And when we come back, we will have Cynic on the Mastermind. I'm assuming we're going to see Ultra on it, because Ultra has been playing the Mastermind for Cynic for God knows how long. So we will see what happens after a little break. All right, we will be coming in on the Mastermind in quite a moment, as we will have Ultra loading in on the Mastermind Killer. And while we do have the console loading times, because we do have some of our players on some consoles, on some, I think, PS4s. I'm not counting y'all, by the way. I love you, Vale. Specifically the two people I'm talking about. But that doesn't change the fact that these loading times are long as hell. So, also, again, if you hear my dog, I'm sorry. But we will have Ultra coming in on the killer after a pretty convincing nurse set win for the side of Cynic. So we will see if Ultra will be able to carry this momentum and actually just secure the 2-0. And we won't be seeing the Demogorgon set coming in for this for the tiebreaker. And looky here, we already loaded in, as we should. So, Ultra's wearing P63 on Mastermind. Oh, he is committed. But we will have Ultra loading in and gonna be spawning in a really weird position, and actually having a really weird corrupt spawn, as we will have our main being corrupted, but but our Gen at 1 is not corrupted at all. But that will be Serena getting spotted. Ah! God damn. Serena getting spotted. And a really tasty hit. I'm pretty sure that's going to be that NAW to NAE connection going on, but... Oh, and that will possibly be a balance play, as we will end up seeing our Serena try to make some distance, and we'll be able to vault in the main. But I'm wondering how much this distance will matter, as we will have Lucky coming in for the body blocks, but will end up dodging the bound, giving not Red some time to make some distance, but that will actually be the case, as we will not end up tasting some net today. So really good time extension from the body block of Lucky. And Notbread being able to just keep this Mastermind busy for a little bit. But the pallet drop, or the pallet vault hesitation, will end up getting them killed, as well as possibly some net, as we will be getting this hook, and this will be possibly a pain resonance. Yep, and that will be a pain resonance hook. And while we don't get a scoring event for a damaged gen, yep, that had to have hit a gen somewhere. But we will be applying this pop goes the weasel. Make sure that whatever gen got to make sure any other gen that needs some heavy aggression, we will be applying the heavy aggression to it. But I think we do know which gen to get pain res, as this gen at 3 has a lot of progress. And right now we will be keeping track of not only the gens with progress, but also this hook, and make sure that this unhook will not be able to come in safely. Ultra in a really good position, being able to just secure the second stage and be able to tunnel out Notbread. Sure, should he get unhooked after hitting second stage. But right now, that will be a second stage getting secured, and Ultra will more than likely be using their power to be able to get to our gens that do need some attention. And Ultra, with the Unicorn Medallion, unfortunately, will be reducing some of your distance, but that will allow us to get this item off the gen, and we'll be able to get a little bit of aggression, even though it will only be base speed.
Do you actually think you can defeat?
Ultra being really patient with that bound, making sure that the Adam did commit to the vault before going for it, and we will end up causing Adam to lose not only lose some distance, but also get a damage state out of it as well. And we'll see our favorite Megan Kitchen Wench trying to go for this save, but I think we do need a double. Actually, we do have another person here, and that will be the save coming onto Notbread. And Ultra will be getting a little greedy with his power, trying to make sure that we can get the bound down. Oh, that sounded kind of weird. But we can make sure we get the bound, hit the bound, and be able to secure the down onto our Zarina. But instead, we will be getting the down onto our Ada, and we'll give our Zarina just a little bit of time in this trial. We'll be able to make some distance, but I don't think that's gonna happen, as we will be seeing Ultra. Ooh. We will not see Ultra actually follow our hold W behind our Zarina, as we will see that balanced landing coming into play as well. And it looks like our Zarina did make enough distance to be able to make it to the top side, but a little bit of that bobbing and weaving from Not Bread will cause Ultra to miss his bound, and that will be the third gen popping off in the distance. Not Bread doing a really, really good job, and just buying enough time for a Survivor Squad to do anything. And Not Bread once again on the jukes, doing such an amazing job, just demonstrating so much patience and being able to just dodge Ultra for as long as possible, despite the net difference. And even though he will be going down, that will also be Lucky being spotted, possibly trying to go for a flashlight save of some kind. Possibly a firecracker save, but that will be Dreadful being spotted as well, as we will see a live play coming in from Dreadful to make sure that we can actually make this winner ball if we do, without getting tagged for it. But all efforts aside, that will end up securing the down on to Not Bread. Or not down, but securing the death on Not Bread, which means we will be seeing this 1K4 right now with 2 gens remaining. Oh! Dreadful was trying to go for the Palace Stun to make sure that we can actually finish the reset onto Lucky, but that will end up resulting in the down, as the pallet drop did not come in just in time. Hey, we'll see Kitchen Wench actually leaving this gen, and we will see the Pop Goes Weasel being applied to it. That 20.5% regression based off current progress.
Playtime is over.
But right now, that will be Kitchen Wench being, taking the bound, but it looks like it will be edge map, kind of getting zoned out, and this will end up being the down onto Kitchen Wench. And we will more than likely be hooked on this gen that has a whole lot of progress. Right now, we are forced into the 3v1 scenario, and I believe the topside 3 gen is still intact. So finding this topside 3 gen in a 3v1 is going to be a little bit of a task, especially considering one person is currently on hook. And not only on hook, but they are on hook next to a gen that was almost done, not even like 20 seconds ago. But I do believe that Pain Resonance and Pop Goes Weasel combo did go a little crazy there, as we will end up spotting our Ada and Lucky. Trying to make some distance, and dropping the pallet on the right side will end up resulting in the damage state due to the virulent bound. The infection coming in. Lucky will have to try to dodge it, but will not be able to dodge the damage. And this rolls on another hook and possibly another pain res. And that will be the pallet drop from Dreadful. Try by a little bit of distance, and that will be the damage state given due to the bound from Ultra. And this is going to be a little bit stressful considering the... Oh, wow. And we know where our last survivor is, as Kitchen Wench did opt to spray right next to where the chase was. It looks like we'll be trying to go for the trade, but I do think that we get down before... Okay, funny DVD. Right now, this will be Ultra trying to wait out that BT, and we'll end up missing the down, but this will end up securing this 4K at 2 generators remaining.
You can't hide forever.
And that will be locker pull, which means we will not be able to slug. And with Unbreakable being banned, this will secure the 4K at 2 gens remaining.
I'm tired of wasting my time with you.
But with Jeffel being fresh hook, looks like we will see our survivors kind of just hanging on hook for a second. Or I can just save you the trouble right now, and after this hook, we can go into our little break. But that being said, we will have Vale on the Mastermind in just a bit. You will see if we will be able to secure a win con of a 4K3, but for the Mastermind on Call Tower, that is going to be a little bit of a task to handle. But who knows? Vale is a new roster, their new team, and we might end up being surprised. But going against Cynic Survivor Squad, that is going to be a little bit of a task. However, we will see what's going to happen after a little break.